Hello, preschool friends. Mrs. Crimmins here, and we are going to read a story today about a big fruit. Wait, no, not a fruit, a vegetable. It's a vegetable. A big vegetable. Now, this vegetable is called a turnip. Do you know what a turnip is? It is a vegetable that grows in the ground. I'll show you the picture of our story a little bit. And see down here, this little thing? This is a turnip down here. And it grows in the ground, and you eat this part, and some people even cook and eat the leaf part of it. But we're going to read this story. It's called the Gigantic Turnip. Do you know what gigantic means? You're right. It means something very, very big, huge, really big. So we're going to read about this farmer and his gigantic turnip. Okay. I'm going to ask you some questions along the way, so make sure you're listening and paying attention. Okay, here we go. The Gigantic Turnip, a tale from Russia. Once upon a time, on a warm spring day, a man planted a little turnip seed. Turnips were his favorite vegetable. "Grow, little turnip, grow," he said as he put it in the ground and covered it with soil. So why did he plant the turnip seed? You're right, because it was his favorite vegetable. Every day after that, the man visited the turnip. He gave it a drink with his watering can, and he always said the same thing: "Grow, little turnip, grow." Spring turned into summer, and the sun shone hot and strong. The little turnip was no longer little. It had grown and grown. It was taller than the man's wife, taller than the man's son, and when the turnip finally grew taller than the man himself, he decided it was time to pick it. He couldn't wait to have turnip for supper. So when does he decide it's time to pick the turnip? You're right. When it was taller than him. Okay, give me just 1 second because I don't want you to see what all is going to happen. So I'm going to kind of hide some of the pictures. So we're only going to see part of the picture. You ready? Okay, so there's the man. Whoops, I covered up his head. Okay, so here's the man. Okay. The man grabbed hold of the turnip by its top and pulled. Nothing happened. He pulled and pulled again, but still he could not pull the turnip up. He pulled so hard that plop! He fell right over. So what happened when he tried to pull the turnip out? Yeah, he fell on the ground. "Wife," called the man, "come help me pull up this turnip." So here's the man, and there is his wife. So the wife pulled the man pulled the turnip. They pulled and pulled, but still they could not pull the turnip up. They pulled so hard that plop, they fell right over. "Son," called the woman. No, the woman calls the son. "Come help us pull this turnip." So the son pulled the wife pulled the man pulled the turnip. They pulled and pulled, but still they could not pull the turnip up. They pulled so hard that plop, they fell right over. "Dog," called the son. "Come help us pull this turnip." So the dog pulled the son pulled the wife pulled the man pulled the turnip. They pulled and pulled, but still they could not pull the turnip up. They pulled so hard that plop, they fell right over. So far, who has come to help the man pull the turnip? You're right. His wife, the son, and the dog. Who do you think they're going to call next? Well, let's find out. I'm going to kind of keep it a secret. No, I'll tell you. "Cat," called the dog. "Come help us pull up this turnip." So the cat pulled the dog pulled the son pulled the wife pulled the man pulled the turnip. They pulled and pulled, but still they could not pull the turnip up. They pulled so hard that plop, they fell right over. "Mouse," called the cat. Wait a minute. A mouse is going to help them pull the turnip up? Mouse, called the cat. Come help us pull up this turnip. So the mouse pulled the cat pulled the dog pulled the son pulled the wife pulled the man pulled the turnip. They pulled and then pulled some more. They pulled so hard that finally, pop! They pulled the gigantic turnip right out of the ground. And can you guess what they had for supper that night? What do you think? Yeah, they had turnip for dinner. All right, so what happens each time the man and his family try to pull the turnip out of the ground? Yeah, they can't pull it up, can they? What animal is the last one to come and help? You're right, it was the mouse. See, here's the itty bitty teeny tiny mouse. He was the last one to come and help. And he was able to help pull that gigantic turnip out of the ground. Now, in your packet of things that you got from your teacher, you should have, or you might have, what we call storytelling props. And let me find the ones for this story. Okay, so here are your pieces for this story. Okay, so I would like you to color these and cut them out. And can you have your grown-up record you telling this story? If you need to go back and watch it again, you can do that. Okay? Can you go back and tell us this story? Send a little video to your teacher. All right, my friends, have a great day. I'm excited to see videos from my friends that are in my class. I will see you next time. Bye, friends.